In debt, they still teach us Dantata, Buhari, and the power of values. When a nation pauses to mourn its elders, it's not just about loss. It's about what we choose to remember, and more importantly, what we choose to learn. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's visit to the Dantata's family in Kano may have seemed like a routine act of condolences, but in truth, it was a profound message. A message not just to the bereaved, but to the millions of Nigerians who grew up admiring men like Alhaji Aminu Dantata and, yes, the late President Muhammadu Buhari. These men were more than public figures. They were mentors from afar. Their lives represented discipline, simplicity, service, and sacrifice. And when leaders like Tinubu show up to honor them, not with speeches alone, but with his presence, humility, and reverence, they are reminding us all of something bigger. We do not grow beyond gratitude. We do not evolve past culture. What values do visits like this teach us? They teach us that leadership is generational, and no matter how high we rise, we must look back to those who laid the foundation. They teach our children that success means not forgetting who showed us the way, even if from a distance. They reinforce that the Nigerian dream isn't found in noise and power struggles, but in quiet consistency, generosity, and service, the kind that men like Dantata lived out daily. And when Tinubu stood with the Dantata family in Kano, just as he had done this earlier in Douara at Buhari's solemn burial, it wasn't about north or south. It wasn't about politics. It was culture in action. It was unity without a press release. It was leadership saying to the nation, we remember our fathers because we must teach our sons. This is your lesson. Respect those who came before you. Study the men who didn't shout, but who built. Learn from the lives that made Nigeria better in silence. Because if we lose our mentors and forget their values, then we lose the soul of our country. Because even in death, men like Aminu Dantata and Muhammadu Buhari are still mentoring a generation, reminding us to build bridges, preserve values, respect elders, and choose service over self. If Nigeria is to rise, it will not be by noise. It will be by culture. If we are to grow, it will not be by bitterness. It will be by the quiet power of honor. This is Truth Unveiled. And today we saw that even funerals can be classrooms. And the greatest legacies are the ones that keep teaching us long after their authors are gone. May we never forget them. And may we learn enough to become them. My name is Osiwa Moikiroda, and I'm the Principal and CEO of Bush Radio Academy.